isn't this a treat? I'm out. I am literally 5 minutes, not even 2 minutes from the car, and I'm surrounded in bluebells. In the UK at the moment, we are probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks behind on the bluebell front and the weather. We've had such a dry spell of weather. There's been no bluebells at all, but I've got a bit of a tip-off for this place, and I've never seen so many I've not actually been out in so many bluebells. We've done a bluebell video a few years ago now, but I've not actually seen as many as this. Look at this behind me. You can see behind my head, complete carpets, and I know that behind over that way there's a massive carpet of bluebells, but there's little areas as well. There's pathways you can actually get through without trampling on anything, which is quite nice, which means I can actually get through and get some pictures. I've only brought out 2 lenses. I've got the 16 to 55 and I've also got the 100 400, just because we're right near the van. We're on a proper car park, which is great because it's free. The machine's out of order, but yeah, this is amazing, absolutely beautiful. Look at this. And I'm out with Darren again. We're doing another van thing this weekend, so we're having a drive. But look at all these bluebells. How beautiful is that? All I need to do now is have a look round and try and find an image that just looks pretty good. I don't think you can do wrong. I think you can get an image in here no matter what happens. So yeah, let's do that. Let's try and find something. And my eyes are just dancing around. It's so pretty, and you can smell it. And all I want to do now is find a woodland with wild garlics. If you know one and I'm in time, let me know quick as possible, because I desperately want to do a big massive wild garlic video. Never done it before. This is pretty. This is really pretty. And it's right on the main road, proper. It's Spring Wood in Whalley, which is, what county are we in?
Lancashire.
Lancashire.
Near Preston, isn't it?
We're near Preston, Lancashire, which is the county, and yeah, Whalley is the area. But this is so beautiful. Right, let's have a walk around. I just need to walk around and find something that's going to make a nice photo. I really do want a nice photo. Next year's calendar. Yee. Wow. Okay, so I've walked 20 foot from where I last spoke to you, and I just wanted to show you this. This is what you're not supposed to do. And if I flip you around, look down here where someone has come to here and walked all the way through, trampled all the way through, and they've actually made a new path and trampled all the garlic and the bluebells. And down here you can see trampling footprints right through. That's something that you just don't do. If you're going to come into these woodlands and photograph bluebells and wildflowers, please don't trample on them. I'm really particular where I put my feet, and I don't even want to walk through there, even though it's been walked through before, because I don't want the blame for it, and I don't want to feel like it's got anything to do with me whatsoever. So yeah, not good. Even by where Darren is now, you can see, I flip round, you can see someone's done exactly the same thing just down here. You can see they've trampled through the growth. Yeah, maybe a photographer trying to get a decent shot, but I'm sure if you've got that desperate, to trample on them is just wrong. So yeah, grump over, let's find a picture. So I'm amongst more bluebells than I've ever seen. There's so many bluebells outside there and in this little patch of woodland, and I've walked 100 yards if that, and they're absolutely everywhere. Darren's just been shooting a little mini waterfall that would look spectacular on the right day, on the right light, but I'm struggling. I know we haven't walked far, but already my eyes are just blurred with the amount of blue and the amount of trees, so I'm really struggling to focus on something. Now I've got the big lens on. I thought I'd put the 100 400 on for a change. Now I've got a bit of a problem. Me Arca Swiss compatible shoe on the bottom down there is a different size. Darren nearly fell on his arse then. Is a different size to what I've got my quick clip lever clamp set up, so it doesn't fit in there, so I'm just going to be careful with the vibrations. But yeah, it's busy, but like I said, we're literally 2 minutes away from the van, scratched the surface. There's so many bluebells, so we're going to head over now to where it looks a bit darker and thicker, but as you get close to the darker, thicker ones, obviously it gets thinner as you get there, so we're just going to keep mooching around. I will find a decent shot, but at the moment it's a bit chaotic, very busy, very sort of commercially, because there's lots of pathways through them. I'm trying to find a big area that looks left and, you know, all on its own. I've got one. Darren inspired me. He got his camera down low and he was looking this direction as I walked past him, and I thought, oh, maybe there's something there. Put the other lens back on, so I've gone back to the slightly wider angle lens now, and I'm on about 30mm, something like that. But I moved the camera around a little bit until something sort of made me think that sort of works. Now, I may crop this down to a 16:9, just to take a little strip off the bottom and a little strip off the top, because I'm just seeing the whites of the clouds through the trees. Now, we've got no actual light coming through as such, but we've got like a leading you through the image. So when you see this image, you'll see that I'm focused on the tree. I'm at f11, which is giving me depth. So I'm going to take one at f11, possibly one at f8 and one at 5.6 to see which one I like the best. I don't think I'm going to, I might just lean it down just slightly, I don't particularly want to because it goes green. Now I'm going to leave it where it is. So what you'll see on the left-hand thirds is a tree, and we could make this simple, couldn't we, and put the video on so you can actually see it. Video is now running. So you can see I've got a tree on the left-hand side, and that tree is on the thirds, and I like the fact it's there, and then this tree is sort of stopping you on this side. So you start off with this tree, you move down to this tree, and then your eye naturally wants to look down and see the bluebells in the background. So you've got this nice carpet of bluebells here, and it leads you down through the image there. Now, this tree is sort of a bit messy, but it sort of acts as a stopper to send you out the picture. Now, I could almost crop that half there and just take this little tiny bit off there and turn it into a 10:8. So maybe take that section and just use that bit in the middle. But like I say, that little tiny little bit of white spots in the top just spoil it, so I could clone them out and just see how it works. But it's all about that carpet of bluebells going through there, and I think that's a really lovely little shot. So I'm going to put it on 2-second timer, make sure that we've got no movement, focus on that tree again. I'm even going to punch in to make sure it's nice and sharp on that tree, because I can override the sharpening. Yeah, that's really good. Let's just put it into manual. Oh, sorry, fingers and thumbs. Let's put it into manual, zoom in on that tree and just make sure that tree is rock solid sharp, and it is. And we're going to take that shot at f11. Everything's going to be sharp right through at f11, and then I'm going to do the same again at I've moved my lens now. I'm going to do the same again. Let's do it again. One at f11. Then I'm going to look and see what I'm doing properly. I'm going to go to f8, take the same again, and then I'm going to go to f5.6. And what 5.6, you just send the background out of focus a bit. So I think that's dead nice. I think that's a good start to some nice bluebells in this beautiful little woodland. And it's a public woodland. People are walking around, they've got their dogs and everything, so it's dead nice. Really nice. I'm going to keep saying that. Dead nice, really pretty. Yeah, I like this. Just look at it. Look at it. It's everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. Behind me, it's down here. It goes all the way up. And this is just one little patch, and we've just walked down this pathway here, this deadwood pathway. So, yeah, really nice. Let's go and find some more. I'm excited now. Really pretty. As you can see, Darren, while I've been talking to you, Darren's got a corker of a shot set up. So I am going to copy him very closely because I love that little shot. It's beautiful. You've even got a few gaps in the top of the trees where the light's coming down a little bit. Really nice. And I love the straight lines and everything. All them, they're not pines, are they, I don't think, but they're definitely straight. Really quite pretty, that. He's concentrating really hard, super focused. He's gone dead quiet. Yeah, I like that. It's pretty. So I will be copying him. There's no reason you can't have a go, because other people, especially when you're videoing, if you are a vlogger, if you do videos, why I'm spending ages talking to you, it's like when I'm with Denise, other people are walking around looking for things and finding stuff. What makes that nice though is that dead one laying on the floor, the green one, which you can't see in the shot, but you will see it when it's blowing up. Really nice that. So I'm going to put the long lens back on and have another look and frame up something very similar to what Darren's got. And then it's all down to the processing. We all process different, but I wouldn't have seen that just by looking. But when you stop and look at it and you fix on those trees, you can actually see the frame inside. But you have to have the lens on to sort of segregate sections of the wood. Yeah, but I like that. Let's get this one sorted and we will move on. Otherwise, we've only moved 25 feet. Right, so we're ready to go. We've got the camera set up and we've just taken a shot. Now, I'm at f8. Dare I drift down to 5.6? I tell you what, 6.4. Because we're on a longer lens, what are we, 120 mil? It doesn't look as good on my camera as it does on Darren's, which is strange, but I am on Fuji and Darren's on Canon. And I've just done a couple of different positions for focusing. I think this is one of those ones that might look better when it's processed. And I'm even going to go out slightly and just pick up a little bit, excuse me when I move the camera around, a little bit more of the canopy. I think that might work quite nice. And I'll focus back on that front tree because I think that's the important one. Just, do I put that tree on the right hand side? No, yes, no, yes. I'm at a dilemma. Yes, I will because it almost leads you across from left to right. So slightly different to what Darren took, different lens, different camera system, but yeah, quite nice, and I can almost put the video on and just show you what it is I'm looking at. Let's have a look. So what we're looking at is this nice section, excuse me fingers because I've got a big lens on, bottom section there, all nice and blue, and you've got the nice straight branches or the straight trunks, and that's one I've just kept in, but I might take that one out. And you've got this nice canopy and a little bit of glow down in the bottom corner down there, so can't see me finger pointing because it's zoomed right in, but that's basically the shot I'm taking. It's blue and it's pretty, and that's all I'm worried about at the moment. It's blue and it's pretty. I'm not concerned about making it the best picture I've ever seen. Blue and pretty is nice. Or are they purple? That's the question. Are they bluebells or are they purple bells? Because they look blue, but on the camera they always look purple. And I remember turning them blue once and someone told me off. So we will see. But yeah, quite nice. That's two. That's definitely two, possibly three. So we can find another one. Back on, we're just having a laugh. We're just some vloggers don't like to share locations, do they? And we've been trying to find a certain person's location for a long time, and we can't find it. So we were just having a laugh, just saying, I'm going to try and get this vlog out. You should be seeing this a few days after I've made it, because I'm going to get this one out as soon as I can. Be nice to be one of the early bluebell ones rather than one of the late ones like normal. I've got another shot set up, so I've turned the camera around into a vertical position, and I've focused on what you will see as the a trunk lying down. Now I did take an image and I'm going to pop it up in the corner of the screen for you, but it had a dead branch, a dead twig laying over the top of it, so I've just had to walk around and I could actually see a pathway down through it, which was just mud, so I've just had to walk down and clean that off, and I'm thinking it's making it look a lot nicer now. It's not the best, it's not the perfect shot, but I just like the blues. I'm taking advantage of all the bluebells, and I like the branch leading between the two trees, and then it leads off into the distance, which I'm going to make fuzzy so you can't see the distance. But yeah, that's quite nice. I've focused on the bottom of the trunk that's on the floor, and I'm also focused on the second shot on the actual two standing up. So that's my next shot done. I think that's going to work quite nicely. A vertical shot, so it just gives you the option of having a vertical and a horizontal ones. Darren's just to the side of me composing something at the moment. I think he's got a whole orchestra going. He's been on it for about 15 minutes. Fine tuning his manual focus to the inch of its life. If a gnat flew in there now, it'd be sharp. He does like his manual focusing. I can't be doing with that. Autofocus every time for me. Only because my eyes are crap. said to Darren, I've never seen so many bluebells. The carpet behind my head there is just astonishing. It's just putting a smile on my face. I've never seen so many. I've seen them in passing. I've never seemed to be in the right place at the right time when people, put videos out. And I'm normally in the car driving along when I see something and think, oh, that's pretty. This is amazing. I just can't stop looking at them. Denise would have loved this. She's going to be so angry at me. But she did have the choice of coming out. I did give her the choice, but no. She wanted to stay at home, and she's got chores to do, as she says, and some coursework for school. But this is beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, I'm so loving this. So I've just been messing with my phone, trying to get a cover shot for my video, but I've come down really low to the bluebells, and I spun the camera around just now, and I got right round facing this direction, and it looks really good. So I think what I'm going to do is bring my camera over here, and I'll make this the last one, or the last one I talk to, because like I said, I don't want to do too much talking, so I'm just walking around the woods taking pictures of the bluebells. But this one's got some really nice straight lines in it. And I like all the trees behind me, all these ones here, all these straight lines there, as you can see in the background there, and the sort of bluebells go up the bank, and I quite like that, and they're really thick and really quite nice. The lower you come down, the thicker they get. So I'm going to take a shot here, and I may end up doing like I've done on the last, a few videos, it's just putting a slideshow at the end, because there's just so many photographs, so many pretty photographs. And the cover shot I've just taken, I think, is one of the best, because the light came out from behind the trees and behind the clouds, and it lit it all up. But absolutely fantastic. What a great morning. So I'm going to finish on this last shot. I'm going to make sure all the trees are lined up without any intersecting lines touching each other, get them all separate, get the shot lined up super sharp, make sure everything's nice and sharp, f11, and I'm going to take the shot. Thank you for watching this. What a beautiful place. Come and visit, and make it really quick while these bluebells are out. I've just spoke to Mrs. C, Denise. She's gutted that she's not here, so I think I've got to bring her back next weekend. So you might see another video from this exact plain place in a couple of weeks' time. So thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Don't forget to check out Darren's Instagram. He's got some really cool photos, and I'm going to enjoy the rest of the afternoon just milling around. If I do see something that's absolutely mind-boggling, I will switch you back on. So check the time in the bottom corner, see how much is left. Till next time, ciao for now. I'm so going to enjoy the rest of the afternoon.